Hi, this is a game I recently played at the Victorian Teams Championships on the 26th of June 2011. My opponent is David Hacche, whose rating is 2069, and my rating was 2146. These are international ratings. Okay, so in this position it is equal material except black has a bishop for a knight. Here my opponent played bishop c4, which intends to trade off the bishops, which would leave white with a good knight versus my bad bishop. And now I played rook d2, which was an error. Instead I should have played g6, just keeping guard on the f5 square. And after bishop takes f7 check, king takes f7, even though white has the good knight, his knight doesn't have a great outpost anywhere, and this position is about equal. But instead I played rook d2, which seems pretty logical because it puts the rook into an active position. However, this move actually turns out to be an error for tactical reasons. So here white plays queen b1, and my original intention here was to play bishop c5, and this is the position I mainly want to take a look at. So what do you think white should play here? In fact, white has a clear advantage here if he plays the move a3, which is actually quite surprising because it's not a move that you would naturally look at. So I saw this move eventually, and so I decided against playing bishop c5. And here the main point is the black queen is going to be lured onto a square where she'll be forked with the rook. So wherever the black queen moves, say b6 or a3, white is going to play bishop takes f7 check and then knight c4. So here's some variations. So queen takes a3, bishop takes f7 check, king takes f7, knight c4, and the rook and queen are forked, and after bishop takes f2 check, king f1, black is in serious trouble. And in a similar way, queen b6 is also bad for black after bishop takes, king takes f7, knight c4, bishop takes f2 check, king h1. So instead I saw this just in time, and I ended up playing bishop takes c4 and then withdrawing my rook with rook d4. And here white expelled my queen a3 and then queen a7. So here the endgame is slightly better for white. He's got a strong knight, and I have a bad bishop. The reason the bishop is bad is because my main central pawn is fixed on the same colored square as the bishop, and this is supposed to limit the bishop's mobility. And also, if my central pawn is on dark squares, then my opponent's pawns will be on light squares, which makes his pawns very difficult to attack for my bishop. In fact, it'd be impossible to attack because the dark squared bishop can't move on light squares. So this endgame is slightly better for white. Obviously, these minor characteristics won't constitute any sort of winning advantage for white, but white has much better chances. So I experienced significant trouble for the rest of the game. However, I was eventually able to hold the draw. You can see the full game with annotations on the information section of this page. Thanks for listening.